after I was already supposed to be back to work. I was supposed to have already taken my time off and been back to work before I even actually got home. So, all right, quick shout out to Charles Thomas. He left a message on another video asking about home time with Covenant. So I'll give my response here. Video, it is for him, but it's also a generic video just in case anybody else is wanting to know about home time with Covenant. When I first started out, I was with SRT. I worked for them for about a month before I put in my first request to go home. And I had set it for 2 weeks after that. So in total, it would have been 6 weeks that I was out on the road before I was supposed to get home. Now this was February 15th. I had requested to go home through the 18th. So I was thinking that I was taking a 4-day weekend. Well, sometime prior to that is when I did a transition from an SRT driver over to Covenant, probably a week or so. And in order to do that, they had sent me down to Texarkana. Well, I got in touch with my DM while I was there, face to face with him, actually for the first time. And I kept telling him, like, hey man, just, I'm here in Texarkana. I'm getting on my, getting the truck rebranded and all that stuff. But, I'm supposed to be going home this weekend, so let's make sure we get there. Yeah, I got you. Okay, all right. So because there was a transition from SRT to Covenant, they had a Covenant DM that had come down to Texarkana to help with the transition or whatever. Well, she ended up taking over the team for my DM. In that transition, I guess it was lost that I was supposed to be going home. So come the end of the week, I'm up in Wisconsin, and I'm supposed to be going home. Long story short, I mean, it took them like 5 extra days for me to get home. I didn't get home till like Wednesday of the following week, after I was already supposed to be back to work. I was supposed to have already taken my time off and been back to work before I even actually got home. So I'm not gonna say that my DM was an idiot, but he was definitely irresponsible in not at least passing on the information to the incoming DM that I was supposed to be going home. The only other time that I've been home is my most recent time that I was home was probably about 2 weeks ago, technically on home time. Now I've been home, I don't know, 3 other times in between there, but it was just because my load was running me by the house and I stopped, basically take my 10 at home and then get back on the road. By the time I took that second round of home time, I was already on the dedicated account, and so I had a more seasoned DM. I was expecting him to get me home with no problem, especially because being on the dedicated account, I can only take Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday off. If you're gonna take any other day, like a weekday, Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday, as part of your home time, it's got to be approved, and you might have to give up your truck. They might put a flex driver into your truck while you're gone. As far as paid time off or anything like that, you're not going to earn anything like that until you've been with the company for a year. Even having my seasoned DM, I still got home a day late. Now, when I realized that I was going to get home a day late, I sent a message in on the Qualcomm asking, hey, am I still going to be able to take a full 4 days at home? And there was a girl, I guess, that was, maybe she's a team member with him, or she was filling in for him while he was gone or whatever. But she's like, yeah, you'll be able to stay through, Wednesday, 8 o'clock in the morning, you be ready to go. I was like, okay, that's perfect. So I'm expecting to be home Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, and then go back to work on a Wednesday morning. Well, come Tuesday morning, I get a load that comes through my app on my phone, and so I see the load come in. I'm like, okay, that must be my load for tomorrow. So I take a look at it, and it's like, no, it's picking up at 2 o'clock today in the Savannah area. Savannah's like an hour and a half from my house. So I'm like, man, what's going on? I'm not even supposed to be back at work until Wednesday. So I take a look at the load. It's, like I said, it's picking up in the Savannah area. I forget exactly where it was going to, but it was running me by the house. So I was like, all right, I mean, I'm not going to complain. I'll just go pick up this load, come back to the house, finish my 10 at the house, and then get up in the morning and go. So that's what I did. I basically came off of my home time a day early to take a load, but only because it was running me back by the house. Now, if it wasn't running me back by the house, I probably would have said something to my DM. You got me home a day late, and now you're trying to pull me back a day early, man. I've been gone for 6, almost 7 weeks, and you're trying to give me a 2-day break. I need more time than that, you know. But like I said, it was running me by the house, so I just went ahead and took the load. So a couple of quick things though. Now, when I transitioned over from SRT to Covenant, they gave me a packet of paperwork basically explaining how the transition was going to go and the things as far as policies that were going to change. Well, one of those things was SRT doesn't pay you extra money if you get home late, right? Covenant says that they pay you $100 for the first day and $100 for the second day if they happen to get you home late. And if they get you home late any days after that, you're not going to get any extra money, but they say that they pay you that extra money. Well, I finished my home time, and I sent a message into my DM saying, look, how do I collect that $100 because I got home a day late, you know? And his response to me was, Covenant doesn't pay that money. They haven't done it in years. But we'll try to work something out for next time or whatever. So I was a little heated about that. I didn't say anything to him, and maybe it's a good thing that I didn't, because the other thing about being on a dedicated account is I'm guaranteed 2,300 miles a week, right? Now, if I don't run those miles, I still get paid the 2,300. If I run over that, then I get paid whatever extra miles that I ran. Technically, you're supposed to be home on that Friday, right? So you've really only ran 4 days, so the pay period is Monday through Sunday. So you've really only run 4 days of that week, and then you're taking a 4-day weekend, and you're coming back after already losing a day for the next pay period. So what they say is they're going to split your miles for those weeks. They're going to split that 2,300 miles. I guess my DM felt bad for getting me home late, you know, and not being able to pay me that $100. That he went ahead and paid me the 2,300 miles for the week that I was short going home, and the week that I was short coming back on the road. So I mean, that's worth well more than $100. So I mean, I can't complain. I guess it's really all just about, like, you know, having a good attitude, a good working relationship with your DM, and they can hook you up with things like that. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Like I said, that's the extent of my experience with home time. I hope this helps out. I hope it gives you a little bit of extra information if that's what you're looking for. Let me just add this little bit of information into, and this will probably answer your question better. I think I probably went a long way around and probably didn't really answer your question, but I believe that the policy is the same between SRT and Covenant, that you're out 1 week, you earn 1 day off. So if you are out 3 weeks, then you get 3 days off. And you can carry over those days. I believe that you can take as many days as you want to as a company driver. I'm on a dedicated account, so I can only take 4 days at a time, and it's got to be Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Like I said, anything other than that, they told me I got to give up my truck so a flexi driver can get in and cover my route for me. As far as just a straight company driver, I believe that that's the way that it works. That's how it was. That's how it was briefed to me when I was in orientation with SRT. And like I said, I've since switched over to Covenant, so I'm not exactly 100% sure, but I believe it's probably about the same for company drivers. The thing about that, though, is that, you know, if you're going to go home every 2 weeks, I mean, you can. They say you stay out 2 weeks, you can go ahead and get your home time or whatever. But if you're only going to be out 2 weeks, by the time you get ready to get some good mileage, it's time to start routing you back home, man. So that's why I stay out, 6-7 weeks at a time, so I can, my first load may be something from the house taking me up towards Atlanta and staging me for a longer run, and then it's just long run after long run after long run until I tell them it's time to go home, and then that last week they're supposed to start routing me home. But yeah, if you're only going to be out there 2 weeks at a time, you're not going to get any miles, you're not going to get paid. So my suggestion is, stay out 6-7 weeks at a time. All right, if anybody's got any other comments or questions, make sure you drop a comment down in the bottom. Now, I know I've said before I'm not concerned with likes and subscribes and all that stuff, but apparently you can get paid making these videos if you have enough subscribers and stuff like that. So yeah, why not, man? Go ahead, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Make sure you watch the videos from front to back. Money's not coming out of your pocket. All you got to do is hit the buttons. All right, until next time. Later, guys.